One, two, 1, 2. What's up, everybody? EJ80 Proof in the building. Listen, this topic I'm going to talk about, we've all been through it. It's just no way around it. It's happened to everybody. And that is cheating. He cheated. She cheated. They cheated. We cheated. Everybody cheated. We've all been through this. If you've been in a relationship, you've been through this nonsense before. But then we're left with a very important question. Will they do it again? Will your partner cheat on you again? Now, in our hearts, we want to answer that with a resounding no. My partner would never, ever, never, ever, ever do that to me again. That's the nice thing to say because it makes our heart feel good, makes us feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. But how do you know? Are you 100% sure? Well, anyway, that's what we're going to be talking about today. I wrote down 5 things that I believe will tell you if your partner will cheat on you again. But naturally, before I get started, I need to make me a wisdom drink. While I'm doing that, why don't you hit that subscription button, hit that like, share, notification bell, leave a comment. Do that right now while I put some ice in my drink because it's 1,000 degrees outside and 10 billion degrees in the studio here. So I'm just gonna drop me a couple of ice cubes. Whew. Oh my goodness. All right, let me just put that there. That there, pour me a little wisdom juice in there. I'm gonna let it sit for a second. Let that get a little chill on it. Because, all right, it's chilled enough. Oh, that's good stuff. All right, so now that we've gotten past that and you done clicked all the buttons you were supposed to click, let's get right into it. The subject we're talking about, hold up here. Let's do it. Okay, the subject we're talking about here is how do you know if your partner will cheat on you again? Well, here's my 5 things that will kind of give you the hint or let you know if your partner will cheat on you again. Number 1, this is the big one. The number 1 thing is if they don't admit they cheated because that's what they decided to do, that person may cheat again. Confessing what you've done and the fact that you did it because you decided to do it, that's what they saying in those rehab programs? Confession is the first step to recovery. That's what somebody told me. I ain't never been to rehab, Damn, it's hot. Oh, my goodness. It's unbelievable how hot it is. I got these lights on me. But anyway, nothing or nobody can force you to do anything that you don't want to do. They can't make you decide to cheat. Brothers, sisters, people, listen to what I'm saying. No one or nothing can force you, can make you decide to cheat. So let's just give it up. Let's just confess it. I cheated, right, wrong, or indifference. I admit it. I did it because that's what I decided to do. Own it. Own your decisions. Don't just try to be like, well, yeah. No, just, hey, I did it because that's what I decided to do. If your partner is willing to confess that, to say I did it because that's what I decided to do, that is step 1 to someone who's trying to make it right, or someone who's trying to keep it a buck. All right, number 2. Let's just scroll down here a little bit here. Okay. Number two, if they will not accept full responsibility for their decision to cheat, that person may cheat again. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. But I told y'all every Wednesday I'm going to be pumping out videos, and I'm not trying to let y'all down. But here we go. If they will not accept full responsibility for their decision to cheat, that person may cheat again. I mean, come on, let's be real about it. Let's look at it. We thought about it. We weighed the good and the bad. We considered all the consequences. And after all of this, we came to the conclusion that I am going to go across the street to the hotel. I'm going to pay half for the room. Susie Q will pay the other half. We're going to walk to our room, open the door. We're going to go inside, close the door, take a shower, get undressed, do what we do. All of that was forced? That was a mistake, an accident? No, man. No. You did it because that was your decision. And you got to accept full responsibility for that. So now that you've admitted, yeah, I cheated because I decided to do so. Now take responsibility. That's on me. I was wrong. I shouldn't have did it. But that was my decision, so I went with it. Take ownership. Accept full responsibility for your decisions. And stop making excuses. Which leads me to number 3. I almost did this. Number 3. If your partner blames everyone and everything for their decision to cheat except themselves, that person will definitely cheat again. Now, you know, the other two, I kept saying that person may cheat again. Well, if your partner is number 3, blaming everyone and everything for their decision to cheat, then your partner will definitely cheat again. Understand something. Whenever somebody blames someone else for their decisions, or blame a situation or circumstance for their actions, what they're in fact telling you is, I had no control. I couldn't help it. There was no way for me to stop it. It was beyond my ability. In other words, what they are saying is that, well, wait. If my partner wouldn't have did that, then I'd have never cheated. Oh, no. If that situation was different, I'd have never stepped out. The hotel was having a buy one night, get 2 night free. If they wouldn't have had that sale, I'd have never went to that hotel. But no, it's not my fault. I didn't tell all of those situations to be like that. If a person is talking like that or acting like that, then every time his partner yells at them, they're going to be like, well, I can't help it. Now that they done yelled at me, I'm like a puppet on a string. I got to go and cheat on them. Oh, here's that situation again. Well, I know what that means. Puppet on a string. Let's go cheat. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. So if your partner is giving you, blaming everybody and everything for their decision to cheat, I guarantee you, that partner will cheat on you again. Because as soon as those situations arrive, they're going to give you the same crap. I had to do it because of that or this or whatever. Guarantee you, they will cheat again. Okay, let's Number 4, if your partner is not trying to take steps to cut off their exposure to opportunities, then your partner will cheat again. This is the second one that I'm using the word will. They will cheat again. Now, this is a tricky one because in a previous video called Right to Privacy, I said that even if you're in a relationship, no matter how deep or serious that relationship is or gets, you still have a right to privacy. And I stand on that. That's still true. But here's the situation. After you have cheated and you don't want to cheat again, then you start setting up situations where the opportunity to cheat is limited or don't exist at all. Let me give you an example. No more hanging out in bars alone. And when I say alone, I don't mean by yourself as an individual. I mean without the presence of either your partner or close, honorable friends that will rat you out if you dishonor your relationship or attempt to. In other words, the friends that are around you that love you and respect you, and they say, hey, listen, okay? I see her looking at you and I see you looking at her. Cut it out, all right? Because if you don't, I'm going to call your wife and I'm going to tell her what you're doing. I'm going to call your partner and I'm going to put you on blast. Stop it. You ain't going to do that around me. I respect y'all too much. That kind of friend you can hang out with. You can go to the bar with him. You can go to the club with him because he's going to keep you 100. Or no more hanging out alone with members of the opposite sex. And again, when I say alone, I don't mean by yourself as an individual. I mean, well, no, you know what? I'm sorry. I do mean by yourself as an individual in addition to the absence of those trusted, honorable friends that's going to keep you in check. Okay? They say that's okay long as you're in a public place. I don't agree with that because the public don't know what's going on. You could still do some slick junk and get away with it. The opportunity still exists. The opportunity is limited or don't exist when people that know your situation is there and you know they will blow the whistle on you if you screw up. So no more hanging out with your friends of the opposite sex alone. The ideal thing is to have your partner with you when you're hanging out with your friends of the opposite sex. Man. Whew. I'm telling you, these lights got me on fire. Y'all got to excuse me. Y'all know, y'all ain't never see me doing this in a video. But this studio lights got me on 10. All right, anyway, let me stop whining and get back to it. Number 5, if your partner is not willing to make a conscious and verbal decision not to cheat, that person will cheat again. Now, let me say this. When your partner is making this willful decision and confession not to cheat, well, I mean, it's not for you. He's not even talking to you. Now, you might enjoy hearing, I swear on a stack of Bibles, I will never, ever cheat again. My right hand up to the Most High would never cheat on you again. Well, that sounds good. It makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside to hear that. But that's not what it's for. Because if those words don't resonate within your partner, deep down, that conviction, if that's not happening on the inside, then all your partner doing is making you feel good. But those words don't mean nothing to them, which means ultimately they'll cheat again. So those are my 5 things. If you have a partner that fits into one of those categories and you decide to stay with that person, well, then you might consider the fact that this person might cheat again. In the last 3 I wrote, I said will cheat again. If your partner is all 5 of these things, then listen, if you decide to stay, that's on you. But other than that, just pack your bags, move on with your life, find someone else to be with because your partner is a cheater. If your partner fits all 5 of these, your partner is a cheater, will not change. Just so it'll get slicker and find a better way to do it, but will not stop cheating. Oh, I'm EJ80 Proof, and I'm out. That's cold.